one of the things of our sisters during the genocide, because I happened to, and I didn't happen to be there, but I volunteered to go to Rwanda during the genocide. And it happened after there was a priest who happened to stop in our village uh, this particular night. And he said, now tomorrow morning I'm going to Kinshasa. If you have any mail, I'll be glad to mail it for you. And because mail was not a thing that you had out in the bush. And so I did write our superior and told her that, uh, where we were, and that if there's any, since I had been in Rwanda ahead of time, that if it should ever need somebody to go to Rwanda, I'd be glad to go. And I did see the two Rwandese sisters that we had in community hang on to the shortwave radio every night, and they knew what was happening in that country and all. And to see them, I thought they can't ever go there now, but I could go if they hadn't, and take their messages if that would happen. Well, about a week later, here comes our Jeep from God knows where. And it came in the evening, and Sister said, did you write that you would go to Rwanda if was needed? And I said, yes. And she said, would you go like tomorrow? And I said, yes. Uh, and she said, I said, what do I need to take? Well, just take like a little overnight bag. Okay, good. So the next morning we left, and we did get to Kinshasa in due time. And then we were there a couple of days before formality of papers. And then we went and flew into Rwanda. Well, into Rwanda, that was a different story. But uh, again, you meet people that can be so kind, and you're the only one who could meet that person because you never saw him again. And then the welcome of the sisters when they saw us drive up in our Jeep, they they had been kind of hiding in their house out of fear, and they came running out. You came, and of course I was crying more than they were, but it was a moment that I thank God for, because I could be there with what I saw. Um, we we stayed there, but it was not safe to stay, and so we were about 20 sisters there. And then on a Sunday morning, here comes the helicopters, and you don't know where they're coming from or anything. So the sisters immediately, African sisters immediately got went to the banana plant grove, because those leaves are very thick and you can hide in those. And I was dumbfounded. I was there in the dining room, and one sister ran back to, and she said, "Sister, come with us. Come with us." And then another one stopped her, and she said, "Don't worry. Their arms are white. They're coming to help us. I'm sure they are. They're not the enemy." And so uh, the attention of the sisters was just outstanding.